It's one of the most popular and powerful server technologies today. Experts are amongst the highest paid in the industry. It allows you to build entire web software in only one programming language. And it's time for you to understand it properly. Welcome to Learn and Understand Node.js. Hi, I'm Tony Alicea. I'm a 15-year veteran of web application development and user experience design, and welcome to this course. In this course, we're going to take a deep dive under the hood of Node.js, the famous and popular server technology that lets us write server code in JavaScript. This course is not about diving into just what Node.js is and what you can do with it. This course has to do with my fundamental philosophy when it comes to learning, especially when it comes to learning code. My philosophy is this: don't imitate, understand. I think the biggest problem with most coding books and online tutorials and videos is that the focus is on imitation. In other words, the instructor writes some code, and then you write that code, and then the supposition is that, oh, you know what you're doing. But then you get out into the real world and face problems that are different than the ones you see in the course, and you fall down. Why? Because much more important than simply imitating someone else's code is understanding what that code is actually doing. So in this course, we're not just going to see examples, and we'll see plenty. We're going to focus on truly understanding not just what, but how and why. How does Node.js work? Why is it structured the way it is? How can I use the fundamental JavaScript knowledge that I need, and that you'll gain through this course, in order to become a better Node.js developer? For example, this code here is where most Node.js courses start. In fact, it's the code that appears on the home page for Node.js. The very first thing you see if you go to start learning about Node.js. And it's awesome. It's a web server in just a few lines of code, of JavaScript code. But the question is, while you could install Node and run this code and watch your web server start, do you really understand what's happening under the hood? Do you understand what's happening from a JavaScript perspective? All the elements and aspects of this code? That question is the one that will define whether you're imitating or you're understanding. And so in this course, again, we're not just going to write code. We're going to work on understanding what's really happening and why it's working the way it is. So we're not ready for this code. We're going to take several steps back and look under the hood to see what's really happening, and eventually we'll get back here. But our primary intent is don't imitate, understand. So we'll take, again, a look under the hood. We'll dive into the V8 engine, the JavaScript engine that's at the core of Node.js, as well as what Node.js is adding on to that V8 engine in order to expand the JavaScript language and turn it into something that we can use to write server code. And being a good Node.js developer means being an excellent JavaScript developer. So we won't just skim over JavaScript concepts that may be unfamiliar. We'll stop and we'll examine that fundamental knowledge that you need in order to understand a particular area or aspect or technique within Node.js itself. The better you know JavaScript, the better you'll be able to write code using Node.js. All right, so don't imitate, understand. And in this course, we're going to learn and understand Node.js. Let's get started.